We're now into game number 2. Map is Akalon Waste. Can NoCreativity kind of pull himself together and be like, okay, this time make sure I actually kill the pylon power?
Again, like just like one decision here or there could have really changed that game. And we just talked about a few of them, the pylon powering the Stargate, engaging with the mutas like he did. If he controlled that a little bit differently, if he took the engagement a little bit differently, if he had, I don't know, like 4 Zerglings with that engagement with those mutas. Like you never know what could happen. But ultimately, Desrow able to come out on top in game 1 of this best of 3. He's your Protoss player in the bottom right in the color red. I know he has a lot of fans watching him, hoping he does well. And of course, his opponent, the top left-hand location, is the blue Zerg player. NoCreativity went for a lot of mutas in that last game. Almost pulled out the victory, but ultimately was unable to do so. So we'll have to see if he can win 2 in a row here, because he must win 2 in a row to advance to the next round. Of course, I'll give a Twitter shout-out to Cycle Runner, who said, "Could we see a Desrow game, please? Thanks a bunch." There you go, Cycle Runner. I got your back. You're welcome. So, can NoCreativity win 2 in a row here, Mr. Axelov?
I think he definitely can. They looked very evenly matched in that first game. Similar openings. You know, neither player wanted to do anything too crazy, just very, very conservative openings. Desrow just keeps getting probes. Pretty standard there. No third chrono boost yet on Nexus. So that's something I've seen a lot of Protoss players will do 3 chronos, and a lot will do 2. And save the third for, you know, as they get more pylons, they can really crank out probes. Not really sure which is better. I think more often people do 2. And save that extra energy for later when you can really, really crank probes out. When you're not trying to save up for that Nexus, of course. Desrow's probe taking a bite this time. And you know what I think happened? Last time that probe got home, and Desrow's like, yeah, you scouted, primary objective completed, but you didn't really try that hard to block the hatchery, did you? You didn't even get hurt.
Yeah.
And so this time the probe's like, okay.
I'll stay a little bit longer.
I'll do better.
And he did.
Yeah.
I think.
You got a war wound, got a purple heart.
In the long run, not a huge thing, but any amount of time you can delay your opponent is going to be good.
It is. And again, because he scouts, he could afford to delay that cannon for a good little bit. Get the forge after you get the Nexus.
By the way, getting some bracket developments.
I don't think this cannon covers. But go ahead.
Some bracket developments coming your way. Of course, Xenio versus Greetorp. That's going to be coming your way on stream. Also, I've heard word that it's going to be Cats versus Huang Xin in the brackets, so we might be able to get into that one as well. So plenty of awesome StarCraft 2 coming your way with the WCS World Championship Series. I just said the same thing twice. That's like saying rest in peace, RAP, or something like that. People do that a lot.
Yes.
Or ATM machine. Right?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, you guys, you're watching WCS America trying to get qualified for the Premier League of this division. Desrow versus NoCreativity. Desrow is 1 win away from advancing to the next round of this best of 3. Or the next round of the tournament. Another best of 3.
You know what I'm curious? Will Desrow build a Mothership Core this game? Because last game, I feel like if he would have been in such a better position, if he just built that.
That blew me away.
Why
didn't he build?
He played like a longer game without ever making a Mothership Core. Could be a bet to himself. Could be he just thinks the unit's bad. Doesn't want to. You know, it's an additional thing to keep track of, right? Additional spellcaster, additional control group. Most of the time, he put it on his own control group. Maybe just doesn't have to deal with that. Oh!
Yay!
There we go.
I love the Mothership Core, man.
And of course, NoCreativity knows it's coming.
As a Protoss player.
You can tell that there's the different animation for producing that instead of a probe.
That animation was originally for the Mothership in Wings of Liberty.
Indeed.
But now that the Mothership actually comes directly from the Mothership Core, not a lot of people know that because we don't see it a lot in professional play.
There was one game I just saw it.
Really?
It was in WCS Europe.
Really?
Panda Tank made a Mothership.
Oh.
On Daybreak against X-Lord.
Cool. That's awesome. All right, we'll have to see what happens in this game. If that turns into it. But doing a little bit of pressure here. We got a Zealot Stalker.
The probe is joining the party.
Is it the same probe from before? I don't think it is.
No, that probe was bitten.
Oh, yeah.
He has a war wound.
So why didn't he get to go out and go for a second?
Well, he got to go back because he was hurt.
Well, I would want to go back out into the fight if I'm a probe.
Really? Even if you got hurt?
Absolutely. All right, Queen getting targeted down by a Zealot Stalker, Mothership Core. The probe trying to get the kill as well. A couple weakened drones in the mix. One getting taken out. Queen going to be swinging over here from the main base. If both Queens can target the Mothership Core, that might be good. That's what they're trying to do, but the Zealot and Stalker and the Probe getting some kills on the drones.
Canceling the pylon, of course, this is just mostly fake pressure. NoCreativity, though, is aware of that, not overreacting. Losing, I mean, he's losing a bunch of drones, so he could be trying to micro those a little bit better. Oh, the Probe! Oh, it almost got a kill.
Did we see how many kills it had? Oh,
it didn't have any.
Oh.
But Desrow taking the third base.
Using the cannon to kill the rocks, that's a really cool thing you can do.
That's why he placed it there.
Yeah.
Even though I was like, that's a weird placement because he can't, but it makes a lot of sense now. I actually really like that.
Yep.
I like that.
Really
very well thought out.
Really cool. Oh,
Sentry, what are you doing?
do not want to lose a Sentry. Definitely a missed rally. He can force field him in a corner. No.
Yeah. He could have tucked it in a corner and force field, but
he would have been inevitably died. Unless he jumped off the... recall.
Yeah.
Good point.
He could have saved it.
All right, so...
That would have been a sick move.
At this point, Protoss players, a good thing to do is just stay as active as possible with that Mothership Core. No reason not to be patrolling the map with it a little bit. Checking outside your front door for potential counterattack, all-in type stuff. For now, the Link's going to try to bust in here. The Sentry holding strong for now is actually not getting attacked. Weirdly enough.
I hadn't even noticed that.
And there was no force field there, I can assure you.
Yeah. None needed. The Zerglings aren't going to attack. They're going to be pacifist Zerglings.
Another Spire.
This is a lot. Oh, you know what this is? This is a build I used to do.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yes.
No.
Yeah. Do you see how he cut probes? You take a fast third to the
and then you just attack with a bunch of gateways.
Yeah, exactly. You build a ton of gateways.
So he's going to have 8 warp gates. Plus 2? Is that? No, it's plus 1.
He has 3 warp gates right now. He's building 5 or 6 more. So yeah, he's going to be on 8 or 9. Just plus 1 weapons.
Yep.
Sentries. The one thing he did differently is, okay, good. He's not, you sometimes build the gases to fake this Zerg, then ideally you don't actually mine too much from them because you really want to just get a lot of minerals to get a lot of gateways. I think he could use a couple more gateways, and I think he's realizing that as well as he's now building an additional gateway.
So now he's just powering out gateway units for the inevitable attack.
And
you don't want to get supply blocked here either.
He needs to start moving out, though. You can't wait too long.
You got to go.
Because as soon as Muta's getting your side of the map, you kind of get stuck defending.
Well, does he know about the Mutas? Did he send a hallucinated thing over there?
No, he doesn't know about him, but it's the timing is designed to counter Muta play. But it only counters it if you got to get on their side of the map before the Mutas are produced, which I think he's going to just barely get across the map before they pop out. There's some spines being made, but I mean, versus this many gateway units, I don't think 2 spines is going to cut it. I feel NoCreativity is going to be in for some 15 Mutas.
15 Mutas.
He's not messing around.
No, he's not. But is that going to be enough to deal with however many Stalkers that is? Looks like eyeing at 20.
Maybe with drone and Zergling support.
Sure.
There's no Zealots. But the problem is, that's so many.
There's no Robo.
That's so many.
Queen trying to place a creep tumor. That's going to get denied. And there's the recall. Okay.
What?
I'm a little bit confused.
What is he doing?
I feel like that was a good timing he was hitting.
Yeah.
Was that a misclick? It could have been trying to time warp, I guess?
Now he's in a horrendous... He went from having...
you can't possibly misclick on Mothership recall. Because you have to actually click on the next one.
I don't know what else it would be. Like, he had to... When you do this build, you have to kill the... at least kill the 4th. And do serious damage to the Zerg. Now he's in a stuck position where he lost his initiative. He's going to be contained forever.
I think he might not even have enough energy for Fortune Overcharge now that he used that recall. Though he might have.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I feel like he's doing the right thing going out again. Yes, the Mutas could come in and
kill his base. It was a fake. You want your opponent to think you're retreating. And then they do what? They make drones, I guess? I don't know. Okay, he has to Fortune Overcharge. Got to warp in some Stalkers here. There's a Fortune Overcharge. The Pro's getting targeted down. He's actually targeting the Nexus. Some Stalkers being added.
Yeah,
meanwhile, we have Desrow pushing across the map, so another base trade.
Oh, the Zerglings, they're just running right by.
It's a lot of Zealots, a lot of Stalkers, a lot of Sentries, plus 1 armor about to finish here for the Protoss player. The Muta's trying to get some damage done, but these Stalkers might be enough.
Yeah, Mutas aren't really able to do it. Desrow.
More Stalkers coming in. And Desrow goes straight to the natural with nothing but gateway units. Targeting down that infestation pit, but NoCreativity focusing on the Mutas and the Lings at this point. Desperately trying to get out enough units to deal with this. But I don't know if he's going to have enough.
I mean, he's got to keep the Zerglings alive. The problem is he keeps running small batches of Zerglings into the Protoss army. And then, of course, what happens is they just die without killing anything. He's got to find a way. It's really hard with the rally points not to lose all your units as they're rallying out. He is doing... Where did they be? Oh, their Mutas have come back now. If he can clean this up, I don't know. I feel like he's taking so much damage already.
Can the Mutas do it? I mean, the Guardian Shield is very strong in this case. Needs to redeploy that Guardian Shield. There it is. That's a lot of
blink.
Mutas.
In this situation, there's no blink. The problem is there's so many warping reinforcements.
Oh, whoa. Was that a little bit of a misclick there by Desrow? Is that going to cost him? The Mutas desperately trying to take down these Stalkers. But I think the Stalkers should be enough. And there's the GG from NoCreativity. Desrow taking game number 2, and he takes the series. And that was a fairly entertaining show.
It was. Desrow had me worried with the recall.
There was a little. I think he wanted.
They made the game a little bit tougher because he pretty much had the game almost for sure won. And then if NoCreativity really identified the build, which I think he should have based on unit count, he would have expanded into corners and gone for a total base race because there's no blink, there's no
and
twilight,
sure to kill
there's no
any pylons powering Stargates.
Yeah. And I mean, when you do that hard switching to mutas with no units, you can never defend. You have to base race.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it comes down to.
Pretty cool build there from Desrow. He's going to take the Series 2. He'll be advancing to the next round of the WCS America qualifiers. Of course, unfortunately for NoCreativity, he will be knocked down to the lower bracket. So he's not out of this tournament just yet. He'll be trying to make a run through the lower bracket. We'll have to see how far he can go. But guys, coming up next, we're going to have Xenio versus Greetorp. They're in the lobby right now. The first map's going to be Daybreak, but that's going to happen after a quick break. So don't go anywhere.